Hey, Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chahadash, the brothers and apostles of great millstone that rule well, and Shalom, two brothers in the highways and byways doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting the good fight of faith. Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. And likewise, for some of you sisters who truly trust and believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, may you be found worthy as well. All right. So today's lesson, we're going to start it off with 2 Corinthians 10, verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." All right. Now, over the years, we've had men in different camps and many various states, men bringing, guns to the camp, right? And even if they're not camp, just bringing the guns around and showing them off and whatever. All right. Now, when you come into this thing, you have to put off that old man. And being Israelites, we are a peculiar people, man. We're a peculiar people. And that being said, sometimes it's hard to truly shake off that old man. There's still some traits and tendencies inside of you that a lot of men don't want to let go of. All right. So going back to this whole gun thing, I guess the Sakari, camp was out there and showing I don't know if it was an AK-47 or whatever the hell it was. You got to remember, man, that these devils who are monitoring our videos, you don't think they're on some old see something, say something shit? So they're already identifying you people as hostile, or combative. And shit hasn't even gone down yet. You look at them at a great millstone. And in all honesty, if you really think about the whole dynamics of how this thing is working, Great Millstone is probably the last camp that Esau's worried about. Okay? We're probably the last camp that he's truly worried about. When you bring guns to a camp, you bring some type of worry. When you got, 800 men laced through the streets of a city, you bring in some type of worry. All right? So these are things that you're drawing to yourself that technically you don't need, man. You don't need no heat. All right? So from there, let me get Zephaniah 3:8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, and I will assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." All right? So what we're being taught here is waiting upon the Lord, because he's ultimately going to fight our battles, man. He's going to fight those battles that we're coming into. You see? And this is what a true man of the Lord will do. He'll be obedient, he'll listen, he'll stay faithful. But once again, some people don't subscribe to the scripture. They maybe don't believe it. If you gotta walk around with a firearm, a gun, or whatever at your camp to prove what? To be seen of men? To let the world see that you got a gun? Shit. And there's a great percentage of our people that tote guns anyway. This is why Esau be gunning brothers down, man. Get pulled over, first thing he'll ask you, is there a gun in the car? That's the first thing they're going to ask you if you get pulled over. Is there a gun in the car? Any weapons we need to know about? So you best believe all you guys out there who've put yourself in a position of, carrying a gun to the camp, putting it on video, running up on a man asking if if he's ready to die tonight. What kind of shit is that, man? Being a man of the Lord, you rise above, man. And anything that comes upon you, take cheerfully. So if Esau's going to come down having great wrath upon your head, pray that the Most High Yahweh Shai protect and guide you. But at the same time, let it roll. That's what it is, man. When you packing guns, that means what? You're ready to fight, man. You're ready to fight Esau. That's all that means. You're ready to fight. All right? So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, and we need and must wait upon the Lord, man, because the battle's going to be too heavy for us. It's going to be too bitter for us, man. Going from there. This is our 1 Corinthians 1:27. It says, but the Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. You see? And this is beautiful right here. Because the Lord has done what? He has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And this is exactly what we've been doing on the highways and byways. Bringing out scriptures, speaking the truth, confounding, those so-called wise men of the cloth, if you will. All right. And then Paul goes on to add that the Most High has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Right. So if you're toting a gun, you don't fit the characteristics of whom the Lord has set up as a man of the Lord, man. Because you feel that gun is going to deliver you out of anything that you step your foot into. And the Lord can zap you at the drop of a dime, man, if he wanted to. So think not that just because you're packing a pistol that you can't be touched, man. Fuck around, the Lord might send somebody over there to wrestle that gun out of your hand and blast you with it. Yeah. So let me go here. And another thing I wanted to add is that, you don't have to use this truth to boast how tough you are. All right? Being humble servants and being meek men, we are put in a position that we're put in for a reason, man. If the Lord wanted us to be mighty men in this kingdom, he would have done so. All right? But you can't turn yourself into a mighty man in a kingdom that wasn't designed for you. And this is what a lot of you men are doing. Trying to, bearing arms and talking about, knocking people out and being tough on the, out in the streets and the camps. All right? That's not what we do, man. When you're out there in the highways and byways doing the work, people are gonna come up, man. And when you put your signs down on the floor or what have you, that's open game, man. Don't expect somebody to respect your space. All right? But these are all things that we understand and know that we're going to be confronted with. So you can't exalt yourself into a kingship in a kingdom that's ready to be destroyed. What good will it be unto you? Labeling yourself a king in Babylon. You know, when Israel went into captivity, the king also went into captivity. The king didn't say, I'm the king, so I'm not going into captivity. No, you are in captivity, man. There's no doubt about it. You are definitely still in captivity. But waiting upon the Lord and, praying for his mercy to be bestowed upon you, that's what pleases the Lord, man. Fearing the Lord, that's what pleases him. All right? So I just want to bring a couple points out concerning, being a man of the Lord, and how the Lord has put you in the right position that you are standing in. Not in some power position where you're going to, roll around and tell people, you're the king. You're a king in Israel, and you've done this and done that. In the very same breath, you end up telling people, yeah, well, this ain't our kingdom. So be wise, man. Be wise, be humble, and be sincere. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. There's no need for any man who professes themselves to be a man of the Lord to be rolling around, making videos and holding guns and, target practicing, talking about all kinds of ammunition. Now, is it wrong that you got a firearm license? No, it's not wrong. But is it wrong when you start making film and making shows and showing all your tools or what have you? Be very careful, man. The Lord set this thing up a particular way. Don't try to go against the grain, man. The Lord might just take you out. Alright? So with that, I'm going to say all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord willing, brothers are edified, and I'll see you on another show. I say shalom.